Hello people, Gemetic here. So today I got a video request about from one dude. I don't know, I forgot what his name was, but he wanted me to go more in depth about how to outspace and how to space. And I was also thinking that I can do that and also show you the ring swaps and whatnot, how you should ring swap. So I can just do one match now, try to explain the spacing. There's the key to this game is movement, how you should move around in the world. Try to be unpredictable with your running attacks if you're going to throw a running attack and whatnot. You always want to see how your opponent is reacting to what you're doing, so you need to have a reactive playstyle. Like, reactive playstyle is the same thing as it just means that you have to react to what he's doing, really. You probably know this. So, katana user. Like, I know now for a fact this guy will do a lot of running attacks. For a fact, you already know that because of the katana. So, we're just going to wait for running attack. He's probably always going to roll after the running attack because there is not much he can do after the running attack. Now, just... I was actually waiting for the parry there, but it's fine. Like, after all the punish he did by parrying, he just whacked me once. I can if I want to. I can just ring swap now and just get the health back. He's using the chaos as well. Latency took me there. Boom. It's like I now just observed. Okay, what weapon did he use? Okay, he used the katana. What's the most what's the highest possibility? Like the most highest possibility attack that he will actually throw? If it's a katana, you know that's a running attack. If he never throws a running attack, then that's the easiest match of your life right there. So you need just like when it's a running attack, your how you should outspace. You should be further away from opponent because when he's doing a running attack, he's charging with his weapon. I can show you when I'm just going to. I can just whip out a katana and I can just show you as well, so you can like understand the idea behind outspacing a katana. Let me see here. It doesn't matter which katana actually. I'll just use this one for funs. Okay, there. Okay, like usually they two-hand the katana. This attack right here, pretty slow. Like with this here, do a running attack. The character does like 3-4 steps extra before the attack like goes out, right? And he gets like a small launch forward. So you need to be 3-4 steps outside of what you think you should be outside of, and if you are too far away, then adjust in the fight. I'm going to do one more fight here, and then I'm going to like show you how I have my ring set up and why I have it like it is. And there's like a lot of different ring setups you can use. I switch up my ring setup all the time, and how I switch my rings and whatnot. I'm sorry if I sound a bit sick. It's fucking cold here in Norway, and a lot of snow. So, yeah. And I also woke up as well. So this guy is using the Kirkrills, it seems. He's giving me all the time to do shit. I'm going to just do everything that I can. So this guy, I'm waiting for the weapon art. But, why? He's gonna roll. I'm going to do a run around. I'm waiting for the weapon art. No! Oh! That is the reason why I don't do damage! I'm using the Poltergeist cards that are unupgraded. Well, okay. Ah! It makes so much more sense now. I was like, what the fuck? How can this guy out-damage me? The fuck? It makes so much more sense now. 85 damage? Like, is this character wrongly... Oh, that was so weird, man. Jesus hell. I was like, what the fuck? How can I do so little damage? Why? Like, I should have killed him long time ago. I was like, were there like a sneaky patch update or something? I'm like, is this something I don't know about? Oh man, I actually got scared there for a minute. Okay, I'm going to show you the ring setups now, and I'm going to do more fights. So, usually, like on this build right here, this is the Dirty Build 2.0. I'm still testing it out to see if it's viable. You know by itself that this curd sword is viable, for sure. Like this is just fucking good. I know I could use like a better armor. I could use Gundurs, but it doesn't matter. So usually, when I get hit once, I will just try to show you what this looks like when I get hit once. I'm just going to jump off the thing. Let's say I got hit by a combo or something. This is like... Okay, maybe that was too much. It was too much. You usually don't get hit by that much. Okay, let's just jump from there then. Fuck it. From here. Boom, that's something you can be hit by. So ring swapping is... You press start, X, 3 down, X, and then 1 right, X, start. So it should look like something like this. Oops. Something like this. You don't need to do it as fast as that. There's no point. And the more I actually do it better in fight, actually, when I'm fighting. Like the more complex ring swap is start. Come on, I need to get my new controller. I'm pressing start, but sometimes start doesn't work. Start, X, 3 down, X, 1 right, X, R1, left, X, start. That's 2 ring swaps right there. So it should be around this. In like that order. And that was really fucking slow. That was better. Fuck it. I can't fucking do it. I have to do it in mid-fight. It's weird. But it's really important to press start when you're inside this, because if you press circle, it will look like... Let's say you do the rings up, boom, circle. You have to go through all that shit. It's just faster to do that, really. It's just better. And it's like how I practiced with this was that it's really fucking boring to practice and doing this while you're fighting, because while you're fighting you're thinking about it, like, okay, I have to press start, 3 down, X, 1 right, X, start. Boom, that's one ring setup. The one thing I did was I'm always having my rings in almost the same order. In terms of like, I want to have like one way to switch. So I have everything in the same order. So this now I can actually test my Dirty Build 2.0 as well. Okay. So I will just do one-handed running attacks, I guess. Do it. I will fucking outspace the shit out of you. How does it feel? Do it. Okay, that guy, he probably just started the build. I was actually going to try hard a bit there, because I saw like Revan setup, and I'm just like, okay, this guy watches Revan, maybe I should try hard a bit. I feel sorry for that guy. Like, outspacing people in this game is pretty easy. It's like, the idea of outspacing against faster weapons is that it's a smaller window to hit them. You need to try to outsmart them and just outplay them by spacing. Preferably, I would be the one who never throws at attack first, but it depends on the opponent, really, what you should do. So that's just something you need to do by experience, really, because a lot of things I do, like, I can do a lot of dumb things and it will work, because it will work in that situation only. Against randoms like this, that's the same guy again. It's just easy. So let's see, okay, what can I do against this guy? So this guy, the one thing I know, he has Fire Surge. I'm not scared about the Fire Surge thing. Yeah, rip. Press F to respect. I'm going to have this in case he's going to do some dumb stuff. So let's see what this guy actually does. He wants to parry me? Question mark? So he doesn't know how to... There's one, also when you're using Curd Sword, you need to run around while blocking. I am salty, man. Fine, I will play like I usually do. How did that feel, dude? Because you fucked up once? You only fuck up once, man. He's going to do the weapon art. That's the exact thing he's using. That's funny. LOL! GG's. So I fucked up once in that fight, and still, like, if you see what he's doing, and now, like, this fight compared to the last fight, I switched up my playstyle a bit, because it was the same dude, so I wanted to see, okay, how will he try to adapt what I did before? The one thing he did was panic roll, still, which is just easy to roll catch. Roll catching timing is the same as always on the Pontific Curd Sword, with a decent connection. If it's a laggy fucker, then, don't practice with that guy. If you have a friend, ask him to like do one R1, then he's just going to panic roll around in your area, and you're just going to like try to boom, 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 try to roll catch him to death. Some more on spacing. Let's hope I get like a greatsword guy, because I've shown you with fast weapons and whatnot. It's the same. Okay, we're Katarina guy with a greatsword. Like I anticipated that shit. That's fucking great, man. Or ultra, it doesn't matter. Ultra greatsword, it's ultra or greatsword, it's the same thing. So now I will never attack first, but if he's too close to me, I will. Like it's a weird. He will do rolling attack. He's going to also roll there. My spacing was bad. So spacing, like you see, spacing is everything. Do the weapon art. Thank you. Boom. You can always. You can always, what should I say, a prediction roll that weapon is pretty easy. I'm just going to use that weapon so I can like have the fight to be longer. Oh, he switched to a katana, so I'm going to do the same thing. Same thing. So that's the only thing that guy knows. The katana combo, he's going to... No. You're not allowed to do what you please. Like, he started to use the Ultra Greatsword. You just wait for him to attack and then outspace. If you're too far away, use a running attack. If you're close, you can just do R1. Just, okay, first time you're going to fight against like a dude like that, just spam R1 after you outspace him. If he rolls on the second R1, then you know that, okay, this guy knows how to roll, because a lot of people who are using greatswords and ultra greatswords that are good at the game, they would usually let you do two R1s, and then they will try to outpoise you because they know that you're probably going to wait for roll catching them, so they will probably just R1 spam after that and hit you with two fucking hard R1s, so they technically won that trade. Like, when people are using bigger weapons, you should be more wary of what they're going to do, because bigger weapons means they hit harder. But it's really hard to be successful by using a bigger weapons. That's the reason why I use smaller weapons like Curd Sword, because they're fast, easy, and they have a small recovery frame. Like, I can, like, just right after the attack is done, I can roll away if I need to, or I can just move away, or I can just do another R1, or I can delay my next R1. There's a lot of things I can do with a shorter sword. My running attack is fast, for instance. Let's see this guy. He's using that spear to... Why is that a thing? I've seen that a lot now. Does that spear buff or something? Buff your fucking shit? Or is it just... I don't know, man. So it's the same thing. I'm going to wait for him to either do running attack or whatever. It doesn't matter. Roll. He actually delayed his roll so hard there. Okay, I'm going to actually switch swords now because R2's easy to punish. R2's again, easy to punish. Just move, like duck and weave. He's going to roll. Easy, he's going to stand still. Boom. There's like, just duck and weave. Duck and weave. Go inside and out of his range. Try to annoy him by like, yeah, I'm inside your range, what you can do. Boom, roll out, or just barely outspace. And he's like, what the fuck, I didn't hit you, man? Like, he's going to, that is how he's going to react if he's a bad player. Like, how? I should have hit you there. That should have been a 100% hit. Sometimes, like in this fight was a bit laggy. Not laggy by it means that he's skipping around by latency. I mean, like I swung my sword after a half a second, then my attack connected. So you need to first learn how to fight against a dude with a really good, decent connection to you. So when you hit him, the attack hits. You need to fight that dude like thousands of times, and then when you're comfortable with punishing every weapon, with every like punishing everything really with a decent connection with any weapon that he's using, then you can try to adapt to people with bad connection. A lot of people say that, oh shit, fighting against a bad connection is fucking impossible. Yes, it's harder. It is for sure. Lag in this game is meta. Like if I could if I had a lag switch, if that was like a thing that I could use, without it calling cheating, I would. So it's the same guy again. Oh, I thought he's using a new shit, so I'll test something. I want him to do the L1. So now I'm going to backstab him. That's my game plan. That's my game plan. Use the L1. L1, please. I want to see how the L1, please. Boom. So this is my game plan. No. Want to see my game plan yet, kid? Too bad. Like, I just observed, okay, what is he using? Boom, okay, I saw what he's using. I'm going to now backstab the fuck out of you because it's easy. The thing I did there, he had also latency, and I still did the thing. Like, the timing is a bit stricter when he has latency, so you need to be a bit before. Like, you need to outspace him perfectly to manage to do that. But if it's a decent connection, that shit is just fucking easy. Like, outspacing that weapon, the one thing I did there, I just pulled out a hard counter. A dagger, I never use a dagger except fights like that. Then I'm going to use a dagger. I sometimes switch from my sword. I'm still debating on if I'm going to use my board and sword or this. This setup is easier to punish what other people are doing. With the board and sword setup, it's easier for you to make your opponent fuck up a lot because you have a shield and whatnot. So it's decent, man. And ring swapping, if you are not used to fighting and ring swapping and it's going to be too much on the same time, watch a movie and just have Dark Souls in the background. Just focus on the movie and just ring swap blindly. Like you know it's going to be start X, 3 down, X, 1 right, X, right? Just watch a movie, try to do that switch back and forth. Just one switch, like from Life Ring to Stone Princess Ring. Like do that ring swap, back and forth, boom, 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 boom. That's it. When you feel like, oh, this is fucking easy, then I feel like you feel good, right? It's then you can try to implement it in the match. Try to be like this far away from your opponent as possible, or feel like, okay, now I have the time to do my thing without actually getting punished. That is the idea. So this guy is going to probably block, and we're going to trade. So I'm going to just run attack me. So now I have to switch my thing again. Run attack me, please. Run attack me, please. Okay, I'm going to run attack you then to make you do shit. So there I just threw out a safe running attack there. I know I was inside range. A lot of people, when I do that, that's something called walk pressuring. A lot of people it's a bit latency, by the way, against this guy. I'm struggling to actually catch him. I just need to figure out. I just need to hit him once to know. Oh Jesus, that's an insane latency actually. This is going to be hard. So now I need to try to switch up my timings, and it's going to be hard. I thought I was outside there. Okay, maybe it had a longer range than I thought. Oh, I thought I caught him. I just need like a clean R1 and then I'm good. And he jumped. Ah, fuck, it's really hard to roll catch when the latency is this bad. Wow. There, I did the swap. I did that swap so clean there because I'm in a fight. It's weird. I do my switches clean mid fight, but I can't never get him when I'm trying to like show you guys. It's fucking weird. Wow. He's in both rings. It's a fucking hard to fight against this guy. It's really fucking hard, man. I can't get a grasp of how to get inside this guy. That was no trade. If I lose now, I will be mad. I actually will be mad. I'm going to win. That is the dumbest thing ever. And that was no fucking... That is the one thing I don't like about games like this. He's going to delay. He's going to fucking delay. That is the dumbest fucking thing ever, dude. I hate... Okay, I'm going to block that guy. Fuck that crazy fish guy. Like, he's probably just from outside of fucking the moon. Like, it was probably as bad on his end. And I could just switch to Blood and Sword and just out-punish him that way. I know that for a fact. But what can I do? Dark Souls in itself, the game is not, what should I say? As popular as it was before. But on 15th of December, by the way, dudes, that's a date you need to put inside your checklists. Bandai Namco is going to do a press conference, and there is a possibility that Dark Souls 1 will be remastered. And if it's going to be remastered, then it's not far away off. Maybe it's going to come out just on the new year, or maybe it's going to come out in December, who knows. Like, it's going to maybe come out. And if it's going to come out, I'm going to play the fuck out of that game. We'll see. But I need to dedicate my thing to that one game. So this can be the last match of the day. So it's an Ultra Greatsword guy with armor that I approve of. Oh yeah, there was one thing I also wanted to like touch on. If you see like try-hard armor, like Dragon Slayer armor, like this guy's using, like just assume that he's good. Even though he's using shit weapons, just assume that he's good. But we have decent connection as well. This is going to be easy. I would run away and just like this is my game plan against weapons like this, especially in the first half of the match because of how hard he hits. So I will just harass him because he has to attack me to win, and I can just if he never attacks me, then I can just throw in a running attack to show him that okay, I can do attacks first as well. Do it. He wants me to go in there. That's a trade I can approve of because of the health difference. That's the most gay thing ever. So now I'm going to be wary again and not do dumb shit. So this guy, he refuses to roll. And as I said that he rolls. Easy! The one thing I would do now, I'm just going to switch this to... Fuck it, this. I knew. One day. 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 No, man. Fine. I believed. Easy finish. I believed. I really wanted a free aim. I really wanted a free aim, man. I'm sad. Sad souls one, man. But yeah, I can show you the ring swap one more time before finishing the thing, and I can show you like the idea behind how you want to have your rings, right? So there are two rings that I'm always using in every build that I'm using. That is Life Ring, and that is a Ring of Favor. Those two rings are the two rings I always using. I never switch Ring of Favor. Ring of Favor always stays, because it increases HP, stamina, and maximum quick load, so it's a really decent ring to have. So I have this ring on the far right because I'm never ring swapping this. On this build right here, I will never ring swap Prisoner's Chain because I need my stats. Like Prisoner's Chain give me vigor, endurance, and vitality, so I need my stats. If I take this away, boom, I'm going to lose fucking 15 of my stats, right? So that's a no-no for me. I want that to be there. So the two rings that I'm going to swap is the Life Ring when I get hit, because after I get hit, the Life Ring just raises maximum HP. So if I take this down, I have now 1000. Technically, I'm going to just do this so you can like see the idea. So I have now 1838 health. If I take this down, I will have around 1500, 1600 then. So I get around 200 HP for just using this ring. Almost 200, like 150, 200, something in that regard. It's decent. It's just good to have. And also, if I take away this, I will lose a lot of health. That's the reason why I'm always using them. Like it's just a fucking good ring overall, like the Ring of Favor. And so the rings that I like to switch to is the most useful rings. I can go into the ring setup and show you the useful rings, and it depends on which like build you are and whatnot. It's like the rings I always like. I like the Sun Princess ring because of the regen. But let's say regen is not allowed. Like let's say you are going to go into tournament and they say, oh, Gemetic regen is not allowed. What can I do then if I'm not going to use the Life Ring? Should I just never switch? No, that's wrong still. You can either just do 2 right and get the Chlorantha ring. Boom, you have a bit more stamina recovery frames. Or you can just take away this and just have the same swap again. It's easy. Let's say let's just take another ring. For instance, if you don't want to use that ring and you are using Chlorantha ring, right? Let's see. There is another ring that I would recommend to use. I have it on my bar, but I want to just see what I can use and what I cannot use. I'm going to point out the best rings after I've just seen through. Okay, yeah. So the rings that I would use, I would switch my Life Ring to the Sun Princess ring. That's what I preferably like to do. Or I would switch the Life Ring to the Chlorantha ring. Let's say you already have the Chlorantha ring. The other good ring in this game is... It depends on the weapon you're using, of course. And it's the Night Slayer ring. It's just decent to have. Even if it doesn't have a shield, it just decent, like nice to have, I guess. Like, and blue tearstone is also decent if you want to pair blue tearstone with red tearstone, blah blah blah, if you want to. I never use this ring because this ring is never allowed in any tournament, just because of when you roll you're invisible in a way, and it's just gay. I like the ring, and I would use the ring if it was allowed, but it's not allowed, so I will never use the ring in general. Yeah, that's like the ring that is like decent in the game. The reason why I have my rings like this is not because of like this is the rings that this is all the rings I'm using. No, I use just watch the yellow square right now. I use these 3 rings. These 3 rings are the rings that I'm using. When I press R1, boom, I'm just now here, and this is the other ring I'm using. So it's only 4 rings that I really need. but I need them to be in easy, accessible ways. And let's say hypothetically, I'm in Pontiff and I meet a really annoying ass invader that's running away, and I want to catch him and whatnot. I need the cat ring so I don't take fall damage. So I will just switch a life ring to the cat ring, boom, and I will still have more health than the invader because he gets 30% less than the thing, right? That is the reason why I have the cat ring. Obscuring ring, I would only put on obscuring ring if I'm going to invade myself. So like that's the idea behind my ring swap. You don't need all these rings. Like I don't know what this ring does. Reduces skill FP consumption. Well, okay. Like I just have these rings to fill up space. Really, I have a necessary amount of red tiers on rings. Like I think I have more in my things as well. Let's see. I'm going to show you how I have my weapons as well because it's just viable in case you need to switch weapons. No, that's all. That's all the rotation I have. For weapons, like usually when I'm going to use, I'm going to take away the katana because that's not how I have my things. Boom. So let's say I'm using the dark build that I'm using. Usually I would switch from that. I'm not using this sword. I can switch from this sword to the scimitar, depends on the situation, and preferably I want to have the plow under the sword. My shields, I want to actually have like I need more Black Knight shields. I'm going to put on 3 more Black Knight shields. Now I'm going to show you how I do my things. Yeah, here. This is how I like it. So usually when I'm using a boarding sword build, I like to use my Black Knight shield there. If I need to switch to one of my shields, I just switch accordingly to which shields I need. And also if I need to use my Dragonhead shield, boom, one up. That's the reason why I have a lot of extras. I could use this this shield right here, doesn't matter where, because I need to also switch to the lightning shield if I really need it, in case I need meet like a lightning arrow build. But usually, like on this build right here, I'm only using the Pontiff Curd Sword, and if I really need to, I'm going to have like a plow simple infused. But usually when I'm using the plow, it's just to finish them off because of the running tag. Because running tag is just decent. Oops. So that's like the idea how I like to have my things, and if I'm also going to meet like the dude I backstabbed before with the Fire and Greatsword, boom, one switch, one up. I always have it around. So it's easy for me to switch to the weapons I'm usually using. So all the other weapons you see, it looks really fucking like, how can you remember where all your things are, Gemetic? It's pretty simple, really, how I have it. Like, try to think of it as simple as possible. I never like to try to find the thing. I'm never searching. From when I press start, I already know which weapon I want to use. Like maybe I can do one more fight. I guess fuck it, one more fight, and I can show you what I mean. I wanted to do this like a bit long, like the video. I wanted the video to be a bit long here, so I can like try to fully explain what I mean in the fight, so you can have something to lean onto if you really need to learn how to outspace and how to ring swap and whatnot. And maybe I should also make a dedicated video on the rings itself. We'll see. Like if you see now, like for me it's Friday 12 p.m. And it's like middle of the day on a normal Friday. And in other countries it's like that are 6 hours like later for me, which is in America. It's 6 p.m. there. Usually people are home with work, they have already eaten dinner and should be playing the game right now. And usually there were a lot of people in this game a year ago. So the plan now is, I guess he's using a straight sword with a, so he likes to parry this guy. He likes to parry. I hate that we have bad latency. Okay, weird that I didn't actually hit him before. Nice parry, man. Oh, good, he used that instead. It's going to make my job easier. So now, I'm just going to switch to the plow. I won't use running attacks. Wow, okay, well that was a dumb fight. Okay. It was like that's the idea though. Like ideally how we should do it. It was a really bad fight, I'm sorry. It was just that dude didn't want to do the thing I wanted him to do because he didn't know how to play the game. Sadly. Yeah, that was pretty bad, man. I'm sorry for the display there. But fuck it. Like that's the idea. Really. Yeah. I will catch you guys later. Bye.